Hi guys, welcome back to Too Cool for Middle School. I recently found out about a new teacher tag, and you know how much I love me some teacher tags. I'll link my I Teach Too tag video down below. This is a new one. It was started by Vanessa Brooks of My Second Grade Life, and this is a Would You Rather teacher edition. I'll link her video down below in case you also want to try out this tag. I have a feeling this is going to be rough. So let's get started. Let's see what I think. I've got the questions here underneath her video. Number one is, would you rather get to school at 6 a.m. every day or leave at 6 p.m. every day? Neither of those sound appealing to me, but I never get anywhere early. It is so difficult to get myself and the baby and everybody out the door in the morning, so I would say leave at 6 p.m. from school every day, and that's a lot closer to my real schedule. Like, I do stay till 6 p.m. sometimes, but I can't think of a time when I've ever gotten to school at 6 a.m., so I'm gonna go with the second one. Number two, would you rather run out of paper or pencils? Well, thank goodness that we've got one-to-one Chromebooks, so sometimes if we run out of either of those things, it's okay. But I'm gonna go with pencils because that doesn't mean that I don't still have pens and markers and all that kind of stuff. And to be honest, I love pens. Like, my students always ask, like, can I use pen? And I'm like, please do. I kind of hate pencil because I can't even read it. So I'm gonna use like a cheat to get out of this one and say, take all my pencils. They can use pen. Number three, would you rather have a student get sick in the room or have a lice incident? And by get sick, she means like barf. This is why I don't teach elementary. I rarely have students, actually I've never had a student do either of these things, I don't think. I like the grades where students are able to control their own bodily functions. I think I'm gonna have to go with get sick in the room, throw up, because then I would just take all my students out and let that get taken care of. But, ugh, gross. I feel like it would just smell for so long, and I don't know how you elementary teachers do it. I'm not good with stuff like that. Number four, would you rather not be able to make copies or not be able to project anything? I'm gonna go with not be able to make copies. I think a lot of teachers in my school just don't make any copies anymore because they've gone like paperless on their Chromebooks. I'm still such a paper person, and I love like interactive notebooks and like having worksheets every so often, or like little task cards or whatever. But if I had to choose, I would say I still need to be able to project things on the board. Number five, would you rather never be able to wear jeans or always have to wear a school shirt? Ooh, that is tough because I wear jeans a lot. And I do actually wear school shirts quite a bit, I guess. But I wouldn't want to have to wear them all the time. This is, I don't know, this one is tough. I guess I'm gonna say not be able to wear jeans just because I know plenty of teachers who never wear jeans to school and they still look cute all the time, so I could wear dresses or like slacks, even though I hate wearing slacks, or like leggings or whatever, skirts. So even though I love my jeans, I'll say not wear jeans. Number six is, would you rather have 50 well-behaved students or 20 with multiple behavior problems? Well, I have like 200 students. That's the nature of teaching secondary, but I guess like in one period, would I rather have 50 really good kids or 20 that are kind of a mess? I think I'm gonna go with the 20 because I would rather deal with behavior problems than deal with so much grading. And if I only had 20, I feel like I would be able to be much more on top of the behavior problems, and I could actually make the phone calls and document the behavior and like instill reward systems and stuff like that. But man, with a class of 50, having to organize everything for them, that would be a lot. I usually don't have more than like 32 or 33 in a class period, but I have 6 class periods, so I have lots of students, and I just, that's the hard thing, is you just have to keep up with so much on each kid, so I don't want any more kids. Number seven, would you rather have to deal with a grumpy parent or grumpy admin? Neither is very fun, but I think I'm gonna say grumpy parent because my job is not in their hands. When I first started teaching, I was pretty terrified of grumpy parents, but at this point, I don't know if it's just because like now I'm more experienced and like I'm also a parent. So I feel like they always throw that at you, right? Like, well, do you have kids? Do you understand? And I used to be like, no, but I teach hundreds of them every freaking day. Do you teach hundreds of them every day? But now I can be like, why, yes, I do, in fact. So I don't know, parents intimidate me less now than they used to. Although, I mean, it's just still never fun to have a grumpy parent, but grumpy admin's like, ooh. Number 8, would you rather tie a wet shoelace or get sneezed on? I don't tie shoelaces, and I can only think of one reason why that shoelace would be wet, and that's nasty. So I'm gonna say get sneezed on, and I've got some, what's that essential oil stuff called? I have that doTERRA stuff. It's On Guard. So I would just be like, and then like wash my hands real good, do some of my doTERRA, and hope for the best. Number 9, would you rather have a longer summer break or more breaks throughout the school year? This one is tough. I feel like we vote on this as a union pretty often, and it's kind of hard to decide what we want to do. I mean, I generally end up teaching... Wow. I generally end up teaching summer school anyway, so I never get a very long summer break. But actually right now I'm feeling like it would be nice to have more breaks throughout the school year. So I think I'll go through breaks throughout the school year, but don't hold me to that forever. Number 10, would you rather have one-to-one technology but no books in the classroom, or no technology for students but any book you could ever want? Ooh, that's tempting to have every book you could ever want, but at the moment I feel like I kind of have the first option where all of my kids do have a Chromebook, and I really don't have a super large classroom library, and I would be so sad to get rid of it, but there are so many great books and great things that you can access online that you really could argue that you don't even need books in your classroom. I personally still love like physical books. I have a Kindle, but I still just buy physical books. It's probably a waste of money. I should go to the library more often, but I'm gonna go with the first one still. Give me technology. Number 11, would you rather teach a normal week schedule or only teach 4 days but have longer school days? I've actually thought about that before. I think I would rather do a longer 4-day week where we stay for a couple extra hours and then have a 3-day weekend. I would actually really enjoy that because then I would only have to pay for daycare 4 days a week, and that would really save me money. Or I could just bring him on that like Friday or Monday or whatever day that we had off, and then I could just get a bunch of stuff done. So I would love to have 3-day weekends. What is this one? This is the last one. Number 12, would you rather eat your lunch off of a non-disinfected desk or eat a homemade treat from a student? I guess it depends on the student, but yeah, often when you get like homemade cookies from them, you're like, my husband would never eat anything homemade from a student. But actually, at my last school where I taught, I had a student whose dad worked at the school that I was, and then his mom taught at the other middle school, so I knew like their whole family. And the mom would always make banana bread, so you were like hoping that you would get that kid in your class because you would get her banana bread at Christmas. And it was so dang good. So I think I had him, yeah, I had him in 6th grade and in 8th grade, so I got the banana bread twice, and I was real excited about that. So if I can apply it to that banana bread, I'll eat some homemade stuff from a kid. Anyway, thank you so much to Vanessa for starting this tag. I love a good teacher tag. I tag all of my teacher YouTuber friends out there. Do this tag, let me know that you've done it so I can watch it. And if you have any really strong reactions to any of these questions, leave your answer down below. Thanks so much for watching, guys. See you next time. Bye.